Alexandra tried not to crumple the invitation the crow had delivered as she read it, but her blood pressure rose until it pounded in her ears. The neat, embossed gold lettering was far too cheerful for the words written on the thick parchment. She'd bet a lot of these invites had gone out through the mortal and shadow realms, and that at least 1,000 immortals would accept and attend. She didn't reside in the shadow realms, but, much to her dismay, King Tove of the Dark Fae must have decided to include at least some of the immortals who lived in the human realm on his invitation list. "What is it, Lexi?" Saphira asked as she appeared at Lexi's side. If Lexi showed her, Saphira would make her go. Her aunt would prattle on about proper etiquette and how exciting it was for them to get the chance to visit the Gloaming, the Dark Fae realm. But even if Saphira didn't force her to attend, Lexi had no idea how to get out of this. How did she say no to the king of the Dark Fae? She didn't. That was how. But why did he invite her? Sure, her father was a general on the winning side of the war, but he perished in that war, and she was a half-vamp, half-human who had never entered a shadow realm before. The only thing separating her from the mortals were that she drank blood, as well as ate food, and she was an immortal. She had no special abilities, no powers, and though she was stronger than a human, she wasn't as strong as a full-blooded vampire. She was a nobody, holding an invitation from one of the most powerful immortals in all the realms, and she would prefer to throw it away. Lifting her head, Lexi pushed back a loose strand of auburn hair as she studied the large manor only 50 feet away from her. At one time, the 31-room gray stone building was beautiful and in pristine condition. Then her father entered the war on the side of the "let's make our existence known to the humans" faction, and everything changed. But then, her father never really had a choice. It was either fight or die. And at least he chose the winning side, even if it wasn't necessarily the right one. But she would never voice that opinion out loud. If he'd chosen the losing side, then the Lord would have most likely taken the manor from them or destroyed it, and she and Saphira would be on the run like all of the other rebels. She was still staring at her home when Saphira snatched the invitation from her hand. "It's an invitation to a ball," Saphira gushed. Lexi winced and braced herself for what was to come. She didn't want to attend some fancy ball, but the sparkle in Saphira's eyes said her aunt was already planning what they would wear. The invitation specified attending in their finest attire, which meant ball gowns. That was all well and good, but she didn't own anything fancy, and she wasn't in the mood to go shopping. "It's to celebrate the end of the war," Saphira said, "and the king of the Dark Fae's sons for helping the Lord win." Some of Saphira's enthusiasm vanished as she spoke. She may love the idea of a ball and fancy gowns, but they'd both lost a lot during the war and didn't have anything to celebrate. She'd lost her dad, and Saphira lost her half-brother. They'd lost the luxurious life they once lived, and most of the humans who once lived at or worked the manor grounds. But they weren't the only ones who lost a lot. The human realm lost its innocence about the existence of immortals, as well as countless lives. Every day they continued to lose more. And the Dark Fae King planned to celebrate those losses. Lexi found this a little strange, considering he'd lost more than half his sons in the war. She bit her tongue as she lifted her head to gaze into the crow's black eyes. When it tilted its head, the sun created a rainbow hue of colors throughout its feathers. The crow was the Dark Fae's messenger, and it was waiting for her response.